In this video tutorial, I want to show you 3 ways that you can collect work from your students. 2 ways which get you to collect the work from students through HobsOnline or the Moodle environment, and 1 simple way for getting work from students through Google Drive. So it depends on how you would like your work collected. If you want it collected publicly, so you want them to be able to see each other's work, or if you want it to be personal and private. The most simple way you can get students to submit work through Moodle is to create an assignment. So the first thing you need to do is make sure that you are logged into HobsOnline and that you are in your course page and you turn your editing on. Once you've turned the editing on, simply go down to the topic where you would like to add the activity. So I'm going to put it on topic 1, and you are going to choose an assignment. So you click on assignment and click add. Okay, so you need to give the assignment a title. So that might be overview, and then give it a description. You might like to use the description to provide written instructions for your students. And then if you want that description to display, you just click the display button there. Scroll down. You can make cutoff dates or due dates show. So this is enabled here. And you can allow for different kinds of submission types. So they can submit online, so just writing in a response. So if you had a paragraph answer, that would work well. A file submission, this would allow them to submit a range of submissions, and you can allow submission comments. You can also limit the number of files they can upload, so that might be appropriate depending on the work they are submitting. You can also choose different types of feedback, different kinds of conditions for submitting the work, and there are also some group submissions and notifications, but I'll leave that there for the moment. So you can save and return to course. So this is now available for students to submit their work. So they simply go in there and they would click Add Submission. And at this point the students could drag or drop or add their files there and submit it to you. Or if you were going to get them an online text option, they would simply write their answer here and save changes. So that's one way that they can submit written work online. Another way that you can get them to submit work online, particularly if you want it to be in an open sharing environment, is by getting students to fill in a response through a forum. So click on forum and add that one. And give it a topic again. Again, you can write instructions here. So there might be conditions or instructions for what you would like them to add on the forum. You can choose to display the instructions. You have a number of different forum types. So one might be a single simple discussion, one where each person posts one discussion and that only allows one people to have one response each. Q&A forum and standard forum displayed in a blog-like format, or standard forum for general use. It's worth playing with each one and seeing which one you prefer. Again, you can set up for certain sorts of attachments or word counts if you wanted to stipulate those sorts of things. And there are different options there, but again, we will leave it there for the moment. Save and return to course. And then students would simply click on that link and they could add a new discussion topic there and respond to it. So that's a second way, if you wanted them all to see each other's responses, that you could get a student to submit some work online. The third simple way is by simply getting them to create a document in their Google Drive. And as we do as staff, they would simply share the document with you as a teacher. At this point, I suggest that you set up protocols for students sharing their work, such as giving it the name of your spin, followed by your name, followed by the task name, followed by their name. The reason for this is when you've got a lot of students sharing their work with you, you want to make it easy to identify who they're sharing, which spin they're sharing the work for, that it's for you, and so you know what activity it's for, and it has their name clearly identified in the title. You can then get them to share it as we share it with one another. So they would simply start typing your name and you would come up for them like that. And they can either add a message or not, share and save. What you can then do at the other end, and I suggest you start doing this sooner rather than later, is start creating folders for each of your spins. So for instance, if this was a biopics folder, and I might call this biopics submitted work. So when that work comes in, I remember to put it in that folder, and that means that I know where to find it at a later date. Getting into the process of setting up these protocols and structures within Google Drive will make it a lot more user-friendly in the long run. So there we have it, 3 different ways that you can get your students to submit work through both HobsOnline and through Google Drive. So you are more than welcome to have a go at playing with those. If you need some help with setting any of these environments up, please don't hesitate to ask me.